Last month, the Turnbull government secured support from One Nation and the Nick Xenophon team to pass its drawn-out media reform bill. Among the list of measures is the inclusion of an Australian Competition and Consumer Commission inquiry into internet giants like Facebook and Google and their impact on Australia's digital media landscape. The internet giants currently undermine advertising revenue for Australian media platforms with calls for a more level playing field across the board. Senator Xenophon described online platforms like Google and Facebook as being an existential threat. He also put a $4 billion price tag on the amount of revenue the internet companies are making each year. A majority of the revenue comes from advertising, with the latest figures showing Google earning 87% in advertising revenue and 98% for Facebook.
Well, Australian media were already adjusting to the fact that many kinds of advertising have disappeared online. And those media organisations have not yet adjusted to that loss of revenue, and before they've even adjusted to that, they're suddenly losing the online advertising revenue, which they were hoping would fill at least some of that gap.
Professor Simon says the inquiry is looking into the companies from a competition perspective rather than one of a more sustainable field for quality journalism.
The ACCC is a market regulator. It's looking at issues of competition. It's not necessarily looking at the civic role of journalism, and I think that's a shortcoming. So it's only really going to look at whether the marketplace is fair. And I'm not sure that really encompasses enough of what the problem is.
It's always at the back of your mind as someone who makes media that Facebook is where people get their news from. If you ask anybody under 25, their main source of news, it is Facebook. So I mean, we have to definitely try and target our stuff towards being able to be shared.
The inquiry is due to commence no later than December 1st. Natasha Grivas, Newsline.